It's been a busy few months in Young Wales, supporting young people to access their right to be heard and listened to. We welcomed Young Wales volunteers, old and new, to a number of events, discussions and co-production opportunities. By merging fun activities with meaningful dialogue, young people had the chance to learn about and enjoy their rights under the UN Convention on the Rights of the Child. At the beginning of August, we travelled to North Wales for our summer residential in Glanthling. The weekend brought together almost 50 young people, aged 11 to 17 from across Wales. The residential was a balance of fun activities, including archery, tai chi and paddleboarding, as well as icebreakers to get to know one another, and of course a range of opportunities to enable our Young Wales volunteers to share their views. The volunteers contributed to Welsh Government's Inset Days consultation, which will help them decide if changes should be made to the ways Inset Days are allocated throughout the school year. Next up was this year's Big Conversation, where young people from all around Wales will have the opportunity to discuss meaningful topics and contribute to an art installation. This year we're talking all things children's rights, what's working well in Wales, where we need to improve, and what helps young people enjoy their rights.
Is it actually the school's responsibility to hit the grassroots, or is that the responsibility of local authorities and government?
Our summer residential was the chance to try out activities and gather feedback to ensure an exciting, accessible, big conversation over the next couple of months. We also held some advisory board sessions with the option to choose between Let's Talk About Behaviour and Talk to Me Like You See Me. This was of course followed by a disco, one of our Young Wales residential traditions. There was also the chance to reflect on the experience, sharing highlights, learnings and some suggestions for next time. But a residential is never complete without one final activity before saying goodbye. This time, it was a climbing wall and high ropes. A number of Young Wales volunteers have been working to develop a resource which provides key information for children and young people going through the NHS Putting Things Right process.
We've been told about the NHS Putting Things Right programme. So the complaint system with the NHS has a few problems. So we as a collective come together and try to collaborate and put our solutions forward from our own perspective as young adults.
The young people have looked at previous resources and worked together to address improvements in language, tone, design and accessibility.
I found it personally really good because I learned a lot about how the NHS works. I learned a lot about who to speak to, and it feels good because knowing that I'm not only helping myself, but creating this will also help a lot of other young people who feel uncomfortable and who to speak to about this.
When the final resource is complete, the young people will head to the Welsh Government offices to present it to the NHS Putting Things Right policy team, and Welsh Government will take this forward to influence their policy and resource decisions. Thank you to all of the young people who have contributed. We look forward to seeing the final resource soon. Thank you to all of the young people who have used your voices as a part of Young Wales. We are grateful for all of your input, ideas and creativity. We hope you have had a great summer and look forward to seeing you during our advisory boards, consultations and of course our Young Wales Summit coming soon.